Welcome back to the channel, guys. Kind of winging the video tonight. Didn't really have a point for making the video. I just feel like we might have a couple of Magic members that are finally finding the channel, that are going to realize that, all we do on this channel is play Arena free to play, at the moment anyway. So I want to kind of I don't know, I guess explain some of the things that I don't really cover much in my Monday video. Like, everybody knows that I farm 750 gold quests, just like anybody who's trying to maximize the free output of rewards on this game. But there comes a time where it gets really frustrating. Like, it's been frustrating for me for the past 2 days. And the reason why it's been frustrating for me for the past 2 days is all I like to do on this app in the first, I don't know, we've been playing for close to 3 months, I feel like 2 months maybe. All I like to do so far is constructed arena PvP. I like to just try and rank up. I want to get to Mythic every season. Maybe not this season, but next season I want to try and rank. We were the 1090th person to make Mythic this season. And since making it, I haven't really been able to do anything in there because my daily quests limit what I'm allowed to play with. If you come over and you click one, it says cast blue or red spells. Okay, which means if I was to play a deck with blue in it or a deck with red in it, I will most likely, meaning I still have to get 15 wins in a day, just like anybody else, or 4, or whatever you want to do. But in order to get those 15 wins, I gotta play actual games and win them. Okay, so let's say I was going to play a blue deck because it's my best deck. Like, oh, mono blue's my deck. I want to play mono blue and I want to get these 15 wins. Well, me personally, Ed, I couldn't do that right now because it says if I cast blue spells, I'll get 500 gold for this quest, which means if I had a mono blue deck and I started playing it, I'm going to end up unlocking this without wanting to. So this would most likely be the one I want to swap. But what if there's another one that has, like, blue on it or something? Which, in this case, none of them do. So if that's where you're at, you would just reset this. And then you would play mono blue, assuming that one doesn't show up. Alright, but in my case, so let's just talk about me personally. The decks that I play with, the decks that I used this season to get into Mythic in the first place. I started with my Red Sideways deck. I call it Red Sideways basically just because I wanted a deck where its only purpose is to play things, turn them sideways, curve out. Meaning if I can't do what I just said, I'm losing the game and I can just concede and go to the next one. I literally want to play the games as fast as possible. 2 minutes is perfect. I don't care if I win or lose, as long as I'm winning 1 out of 5 games and I'm playing 5 games that are 2 minutes a game, 10 minutes. I'm getting 1 win every 10 minutes. That's 150 minutes to complete my dailies. It's not that bad, I promise. I don't win 1 out of 5 games. I'm usually 50-50. But it's just the idea. So, like, when I come over here, this is what I played with in Platinum. This is how I got from Platinum to Diamond. Not really, I think. I was doing well this season, but it wasn't until I got this card that I was able to start, like, beating mono blue with this deck, and then it was back to 50-50. And I'm just getting major nice value off that roadside reliquary land. But then basically how I had success and how I moved up in this season, how I made Mythic really early, was discovering what's going on in Standard. Like, I know what's going on in Standard. People are winning because they are building good card decks that just grind you out. Meaning they're literally just taking, like, let's say their deck is black and red. They're taking all of their best black and red staples, meaning Fable of the Mirror Breaker, She-Aldred, Liliana, whatever their main black or red card, they're just taking those cards. And then they're putting, like, filler in the middle as, like, removals. So it's like, welcome to the Grixis deck. It's playing, all the best black, red, and blue cards with a little bit of annoying shit in between. It's like, welcome to the Esper deck. It's literally playing the best, like, blue, black, and white cards and running some shit in between. So if you want to be ranked, you better be able to beat players. Meaning you have to, like, get into a grindy game where you could lose it, you could win it, they could lose it, they could win it, and you start making choices, they make choices, and throughout the game you either win or lose because of some of the choices you made or some of the choices that they made, etc. But the point is, you can't just come in and, like, sneak somebody. You can't just come in with a sneak attack. You don't have no, like, right-sided haymaker in Standard at the moment. There's really, like, there's no tricks going on, really. Like, you know exactly what you're getting when you play against someone. Like, and if you don't, then you're getting something worse. Like, There's no way for somebody's not like pulling a creative idea out of the hat where you're like, what's this deck doing? I can't figure it out. And if they are, hats off to them, because I'm not seeing it. What I'm seeing is basically just value. Standard is basically just like good cards. That's what standard is right now. Standard is good cards. You want to be good at standard, just craft some good cards. But at the same time, like that's not the only answer, because how are people like me getting in there without good cards? Easy. I just did the same logic I just told you. What did I do? I took my white and black, and how did I construct my white and black deck? I literally just took the best white and black cards that I have. Like, I unlocked Wardens, I unlocked one Sarah's Paragon, I unlocked one Lily. These are from rewards. I've got like 2 of the Wedding Announcement. There are cards in my deck that are really good cards that even if I had every single card in Magic the Gathering Arena, I'd still play with them. Like Warden. Like, if I was going to play white, I just can't imagine how I don't play Warden no matter what cards I own, because it's that good. So therefore, when I only own 2, it makes it really easy to put them in my deck. It's basically like, I don't have to, like, 2's not a magic number, because I played this deck for 6,000 games and found out that if I put 3, it's just a waste of value. Or if I put 1, it's not enough. Like, no, there's 2 because that's all I was able to unlock in the 2 to 3 months I've been playing the game. That doesn't make me some rocket genius for constructing this deck. This deck is literally the best stuff that I could make, meaning I don't think I own better white cards or better black cards to, like, stuff in here. Like, so, like, I don't own a Sheoldred. Sure, everybody can say, well, I'll go craft one. My plan was to save up and wait. So anybody watching this video or has watched previous ones, you know that I am waiting until the end of the season to craft for the first time. Which, knock on wood, I did craft my first mythics. I made 3 meat hooks the night before they officially got banned so that I would get the wilds back and get the place set. That worked, I did get it. But I haven't officially crafted any wilds, and the reason why they're so low is because I haven't been opening the packs. Meaning I've saved all the packs. And the reason for this was because I thought that the dumbest thing I could do was craft early. Meaning, if I'd have crafted 4 Wardens or something early because I knew they were good, what was going to happen when I then learned Standard? Like I do now, and I know what's good. Like, if I had to say right now, what's the best deck? If I owned every single card in Standard, what do I think the best deck is? For someone as shitty as Magic as me, I would say probably still Mono Black. Why? Because I suck. I'm not that good at Magic. But if I was good at Magic, like if I was a pro player, I'd say Esper. Esper's just got too much good stuff. So anyway, like, I've argued with friends in real life, through text messaging and stuff, like, they think that, other things are good or whatever, but, like, I think Standard is pretty much summed up at the moment as just basically, like, bring your best value. Meaning, if you're going to go to a tournament, you better take your best cards, you better take whatever gives you the strongest fighting chance of making an opponent have to beat you, meaning they can't just sneak a win from a free aggro hit, or they can't just sneak a win because they, duressed you and controlled you. Like, they literally are going to need more. They are going to have to beat you in 8 different areas to actually put you out of the game, meaning to get the 20 hit points away from you, they're going to have to go through a lot of cards that everyone in the world knows are already good, like Fabled and Mirror, stuff like that. You're going to see a lot of that. And I know that not because I'm a ranked player at the moment, because since I made it into Mythic so early this season, back when I was ranked like 99%, I was constantly getting paired with people that were like rank 300, rank 200, rank 100. So why? I guess there wasn't that many players in Mythic. I don't know. But I would say I've battled more than 20 ranked players this season, and I did not win very many games at all, if maybe 2 or 3 against high-ranked players. But one thing I noticed that they all shared was they were all running thick, grindy value decks. Their cards create value that stretches more than just right on what the card says. Okay, like it just stretches. So anyway, to branch off in this video and not get it to be crazy long, I figured I would tell you guys like basically what I'm doing to deal with these gold quests, and show you what's going on in standards, and then show you what I plan to do for this Monday, since I've learned in the last Monday's video that I can't have more than 250 cards in a deck. That means the way that I was tracking the rares that we have in this game is no longer viable. It's not going to work for every Monday. So from now on, starting this Monday, if you're following this channel, you'll see on Monday that I'm going to talk about using this actual set collection guide. which I hope so much. I used to play this game called Monster Legends, and they had sets in that game too. And you could, if you collected every monster in this set, like you could also star the monster up. And if you starred the monster like 5 stars, there was a different reward for like every full set completion. So like having all the monsters, you got a reward. Having all the monsters in that set 1 star, you got another reward. Having all the monsters in that set 2 star, you got another reward. So it'd be like, I wish they would do that to this game. Whereas like if I complete all of Dominaria United, I like unlock some sleeves, or I get like 5 packs, or I get a free draft token or something. And then it's like if you get 2 of every copy in Dominaria United, you get like 2 draft tokens or something. You're like, I don't know what, but even if it was just cosmetic only, the point is give me something to play for. That's it. Like, you just keep throwing in stuff to play for, and you will get me playing. I don't know about everybody else, but you'll get me playing. So anyway, I really hope they add that in there. But this Monday, I'm going to switch over, and we're going to start using this. I will be tracking, basically, trying to guess. I mean, like, so if I look in here on this Monday, and we see that we got 10 mythics from Dominaria United, and then I come back the following Monday, and we got 12 mythics, it's going to be my job in that mythic video, or I mean in that Monday video, to go over the 2 mythics and be like, oh, these are the 2 mythics we unlocked. If I can't figure out which 2 mythics I unlocked, then it's probably a sign that I'm not doing very well in the understanding of my collection, because I think that standard is small enough that you can eventually memorize every single card in it and every single word of text on the card. Maybe not everybody on this planet, but myself personally, I think that this is definitely doable, especially if it interests me. Alright, so anyway, back to the gold that I was talking about. Alright, so the reason why I can't play in Mythic rank PvP at the moment is because I just showed you guys my only 2 decks. They are white and black and red. Any other decks besides that I cannot make are competitive. They're not working. I try and I try and I try. So, like, tonight, I can't play with my red. Why? Because I'll end up unlocking this, or I'll end up unlocking this. And I can't play with my white-black because I'll end up unlocking that, or I'll end up unlocking that. So I'm stuck. I'm like, what can I do? And technically, the only color that's not on there is green, so I'd have to make a mono green deck and try to get 15 wins with it. That's not happening in Mythic rank PvP with my cards. Now, that might happen over in regular, play one, best of one, not ranked. But the problem there is, it's still going to be long, and it's going to be grindy, and I'm going to lose half of them, which means 15 wins could take me 8 hours. Like, I'm just throwing a number out there. It could take me 8 hours. That's a lot of time to be playing meaningless Magic in a, unranked format. So, it really puts a hiccup on me in the beginning, starting out, and it makes me just want to just be like, oh, screw it, I'll just take the 500. Like, screw it, I'll just take the 500. But instead, no, I gotta really sit here and think. I gotta be like, what's my best deck? My best deck is the white and black, not the red. So I want to lean off of the red and more onto the, which it looks like red is in the left and the right one. So red's in all 3 of these. So there's no way to get rid of red. I can't play with red tonight, no matter what. And there's no way for me to play with my white or black because of that. So I'm literally screwed today. I don't get to play with my 2 decks. I won't be able to play in Mythic unless I figure out something. So that's why I felt like it's a perfect opportunity to make a video and tell you guys. Now, again, everybody will complain that 250 gold is nothing, and I agree, because once you learn how to play the game, like, if you were good, you could come in here and you could spend 2,000 gold and you could walk away with 5,000 gold and 30 packs. If you were the god of Magic. Like, but the reality is, people like myself, I don't have a clue what I'm doing. I try to watch free-to-play videos on YouTube. I try to follow other people and what they're doing. And I just feel like it's too personal, meaning I think like it's going to be different for everyone. Like, I've been trying draft. I don't like it. I'd rather play standard, but at the same time, I need to make gems, or I'm not going to be able to unlock cards, which it's like this huge combustion. So where I'm at tonight on this video, other than just talking for 20 minutes straight, is telling you guys, some nights it's going to be frustrating like this. Some nights you're not going to be able to play your best cards. Some nights you're going to have to figure out which quest you actually want to swap. I'm leaning more towards white is my very best color, so if I was going to try and play in Mythic tonight, I think I have to reset this white one. White's the only color we can get in there with. So I'm going to start by resetting the white and red. Yes. We got another 500. That's not good, but it gave us blue and green. So now the only color I can play with here is mono white, or I will accept one of these. Now the difference is I have to do one anyway because I'm full. Remember? So see, this one says blue or green, and this one says blue or red, and this one says black or red. Now what did I just tell you guys? I wanted to play my best deck, which was white and black. So now if I play my best deck, which is white and black, I will complete this quest. But that's okay, because I won't complete this quest, and I won't complete this quest, and I don't have any skips left, so I had to do that anyway. So do you see what I mean? How this is very, very more complicated than one might think? But I just freed up myself to be able to play my best deck and unlock one of these quests. So tonight I can play in Mythic, so I'm kind of excited. This is the deck that I played with yesterday when I wasn't allowed to play my best deck, and I hated it. Why? Because I don't have the good blue cards, but I played mono blue. I only had like one vision. I don't, like, sure I could craft this deck pretty easily, but I'm just not really a fan. The deck is lackluster. Like, the concept is too basic. It's too easy to understand. It's too simple. Simple is not what's good in Standard right now. Grindy, sweaty, dirty, chunky, fat guy magic is what's good. I don't mean to insult that, but that's just what comes to my mind when I'm thinking what kind of magic is good right now. I'm thinking like walking into a room and I smell BO. Okay, because all these damn kids is literally brain is, and their armpits is the exhaust. Okay, like that's what's happening. Anyway, that's what I think when I jump into that. So anyway, let me go back. Maybe we can play like one match, because I don't really show you guys gameplay of anything that I'm doing. We basically just talk shit and show results, I guess. Like, this is where I'm at so far. I'm free to play Magic. Okay, so I lost one of my sweepers. I don't remember the card that I threw in here when Meat Hook got banned, but if I had to guess, it looks like this guy's chilling in here as filler, and it looks like I can come off one cat. I think I put an extra cat in here. I'm actually going to leave the guy as filler because you never know when he saves your life. And the main reason why I like this guy is because the last sentence, it says whenever he leaves the battlefield. It doesn't say when he dies. So if you exile him, I still draw a card. If you do anything to him, I still draw a card. Okay, so yeah, that's how I feel about that. With the one that we took out, I'm going to put in a new sweeper that I unlocked this past week. I don't really use it, but at the same time, since I don't have a Meat Hook in here now, I think it'll be okay. Yeah, it hits my own stuff, but so does Meat Hook. So, I mean, anyway, this is the deck, guys. A lot of it is starter cards, I think, and then the cards that I've unlocked. Like, I haven't crafted any of these, which is why you can tell that I'm in this deck. When the game gives me 3 tenacious underdogs, it's kind of hard not to play them. When the game gives me a Lily, it's kind of hard not to play it. When the game gives me 2 Wardens, it's kind of hard not to play it. The only card that I really wish I was playing with all-time standard that I own is 2 Titans. I really love the green Titan, and I own 2 of them, and I wish I had a better way to use them, but I just lack the green support cards to do anything in green in my mind. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the game. Let's see if we can beat somebody up in the mythic ranks, and I can kind of talk and explain what's going on in the PvP as well. Let's see, where are we at? The best of 1 deck lists are up from the qualifier of like on October 8th, and I think some of the deck lists from earlier today are up for the best of 3. I will put links in my description to this video for those, for that information, which basically backs up what I've been saying about standard is grindy. This hand looks perfect. Like, I mean, it doesn't have any removal, but technically the Banisher, like, he counts. Like, I'm usually, when I play mono black, I like to stick this guy on a Trespasser. Me personally, I think Trespasser is the best card in standard at the moment. I haven't heard anyone agree with that, but it just shuts off the aggro decks. I mean, the reason why I can't really play my red deck is because Trespasser, like, it 2-for-1s me all day long. I mean, he seems to just be playing normal, so like we don't know what his turn 3 is gonna be. I guess the worst thing it could be for me is probably like Lily, I want to get out and start attacking, so I think the first thing to do is get this guy out as basically a shield versus Lily. Meaning, like, if he plays Trespasser, I can play this and sack the 1/1 and still have a 3 toughness body on the field. Also, this allows for a lot of trick plays when you have that angel out that returns shit to your hand. Okay, so this is... I don't necessarily know if it's better for me, but it's definitely, like, I think he's outdated. I don't think the 6/4 really does it. Like, if you're trying to stop aggro, Trespasser is so much better. I don't know what he would sack here, but I definitely think I want to get out my tap land and my Bang Buster and maybe let him draw a card. And then we'll plan on next turn. Again, I know I need more sweepers for this deck. I really wish I had Farewells. I feel like I can get to 6 mana. I play 25 mana, but I don't really have much problem getting the 6. Yeah. There's lots of ways people could draw a card, so I mean, in this case, I just keep my hit points high, even though I have lots of ways to get hit points back in this deck. I don't have any removal for a Shield Druid, so I'm pretty much screwed here. So much stuff.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it. You won't be outsmarting me.
I was... ditch the frame. I probably should have got rid of the Swamp now that there's no more Meat Hook, and I still have the Lions. Okay, this is looking better. I could draw a card plus kill a dude. I like that. I think we start with the drawing a card. Okay, I really like that. But I don't like the Lily. Oh, okay, I can play the Banisher and swing the Bank Buster. That's not really a bad play for me.
Drop it.
Alright, so we are blocking here, taking 6, I'm planning to kill. I did forget that dude had menace, not gonna lie. Yeah, let's just pass it. Totally just crashed my game trying to turn the volume on my phone down, hit the power button. Oh, goodness. What was even going on? I was in the middle of being attacked, wanted to block. Worst that happens, I didn't get to block. It should be at 9 HP. Something like that. Wow, I'm gonna play with a missing turn, most likely.
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me.
Yeah, man. So you could have removal now. It's alright. I guess we just drop the tap land. Play the depopulate. He's not really holding many cards to be able to keep pumping this discard shit.
out of my way.
Kinda hope he digs so that way I can hit. Yeah. Smart call, I guess.
I bring my own on.
Don't overthink.
Should I discard the creature and try to get it back? No, I think I just discard the land. Hope this guy's last card isn't a cut down. But it's looking like if I go in full control, I can do everything I want to do here, I think. Let's go with black, white, and another color. And while it's on the stack, we crew. Let me take this cool shoot off now. Resolve. Back that guy. Next to combat. I'm not losing half my permits.
You chose the wrong day to cross me.
Alright, and now we have removal up for the She-Old trick. Come on, because we all know that's what he's going to play. But again, man, this is what I'm talking about. Standard is just grindy. I have no idea who's going to win this game.
Very well.
Drop it.
I gotta discard this because he can just make me sack it anyway. I'm gonna draw a card off the land. Alright, that's okay. We'll see what he discards. I doubt it's going to be a land. It is a land. So then he doesn't have Invoke in his hand. He's probably just got 2 removals. Makes me think. Play this. This. I'm gonna kill the Sorin, I think. Or I'm just gonna draw a card, man. Maybe. Should I draw a card? Or should I play this? I'm gonna draw the card. Oh, you already had 5 mana. I forgot about the artifact being able to tap. Aggressive, bro.
I'm tired of your
need that, huh? So I definitely want to get the Sarah Angel out, the land out. He should have done that at the beginning of turn. I don't know.
Blood for knowledge.
So what's he gonna discard? Nah, I didn't think so. Yeah, definitely want value. We don't want to die to the Lily, so we got to get this beat out too. Plus it'll give me a plains to discard. So it like double protects me from Lily. You can get both my hand using that enchantment, but I don't know what I'll do. That's what I mean by like standard is just so grindy high up. Like if you think without good cards you're just gonna like build some crazy idea that's gonna beat everybody's decks, like that may be cool and all, but like you still have to beat the cards. You still have to beat the fact that on turn 4 they're playing a really good card, or turn 5 they're playing a really good card, or turn 6 they're playing 2 really good cards. Like, even though you may have all the brains in the world to beat them, you still gotta beat those cards too.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Well, I assume he's got another Lily in his hand. Oh, he's gonna go get a Lily, maybe. I don't know what the hell he's doing. So he is gonna come after my hand, but it's safe. Wow, did we really just like... What just happened? This guy sucks. What just happened? Alright, so I definitely want to get this guy out. He just seems way too damn good. I want to get my land out. No, I don't want to get my land out. I just want to kill this dude. I want to kill that Soren. Let's attack Soren. And then attack Lily, so he can't kill the dude. He has to make me.
We're all doomed.
Discard. I'll save the planes for discarding. He searches his deck for any card. What do they search for? Invoke Despair? Shieldred? Like, what do they really search for when you're behind? I don't even know. Another Soren? He's gonna cast Invoke Despair. I'm gonna laugh. You're gonna draw 2 cards, but you already have one in your hand, so technically you're only gonna come up 1 card if you play Invoke. I mean... That's what I say about Standard, man. It's... Oh my god, the 1 card, huh, bro? Okay, that's good. That's good. I didn't even know he was playing white.
We all have things we'd rather.
Alright, can we play 3, 6? Yeah, we can. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's get this. Let's go get the planes. Let's drop the planes. Let's reach the guy. He is going to get something out of the graveyard. There's nothing I can do about that. He's probably going to take the Sarah Angel.
Nothing more.
But what can I do? I was not expecting a farewell with 1 white mana out. I'm not going to lie. That was pretty epic. Pretty epic. Are you kidding me right now? Why didn't you take my Sarah's Angel and just play that?
Those who get in my way tend to regret. You won't be outsmarting me.
What 2-drop's good here? Bangbuster? I don't think Bangbuster's better than Exile and Lily, but he could still invoke me, but like... I don't know what I'm doing. I guess we're going for it this way. I can draw a card at end of turn. I don't have anything in hand for him to hit with the Lily. Go back up to 7. That is totally fine, bro. shield, or I better draw before it comes in.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Hey, I mean, I'm glad I didn't draw the swamp on my turn. And I'll probably still draw the swamp, though. He's contemplating whether or not to smash in for 4. Yeah, I would say it's probably right. That might just be way too slow for me. He could make me sack a guy. That kills my guy, and then he swings 4. I take 2, off draw is 6. That's game. So the only thing I can do here is draw removal. I don't even know if I'm supposed to hit the Planeswalker or him, to be honest. I think him. I'm gonna go to 1. I drew removal, it's too expensive, so there's that game. That's what's going on in Standard, guys. Grindy Magic. Like, there's just no other way to put words on it. Like, it's just grindy.
One of your friends has to leave.
And this game came down to one play, which was he searched his deck for a farewell in my mind. Something that I had absolutely no idea he could play. Like, he's only, I think that was the only white card we've seen in this whole deck, too. So, I mean, it's something like that's going to happen to, I feel like, most players. And then I would just, like, rush into another 15-minute game. Like, we could sit here for 8 hours, and sure, I'll win some of them and I'll lose some of them. But the point is, every one of them will be nasty like that, or you're not playing a Mythic League. I mean, if you just put some super fast, like, red deck together, you're going to probably lose ranks. But that's what's been going on. So, let me finish what I wanted to do with this video, since now you got to see how I do the gold thing, which that was definitely something I wanted to cover in this video. And the other thing I wanted to cover is what's going on in Standard. You got to see what's going on in Standard from my perspective. Now let's see what's going on. I got the best of 1s and the best of 3s. So since I only play best of 1, I'm just going to focus on the best of 1. There's this website, like I said, the link will be in the description, but MTG Arena Zone is keeping track of a lot of the event details, and then what I'm here for is the deck list that actually went 6 wins. So you got Bant mid-range, another slow deck, you got Standard Esper, another slow deck, you got Standard Esper mid-range, another slow deck, another Esper mid-range, slow deck, another 5 color just proof right there. If you can play 5 colors, it is a slow, grindy format. Is it like Jund and then mono black, and then the surprise to me is mono white. The vehicles one on here, I thought, is also the only 24 land deck. All of these decks have on average 26 lands, guys. Why does most decks on average have 26 lands? When I grew up playing Magic, 24 was the given number. There's only one deck on this whole entire list with 24 lands, and it's this freaking vehicles deck. And it's just mind-blowing to me, because I think more mono white decks should be in best of 1 if they're doing that well. But at the same time, like, clearly once they know what you're playing, you're going to lose to the decks that were prepared to play against mono white anyway. And you're also going to lose more in best of 3, because people now know what you're playing after game 1, and they can switch up. Like all these black decks, they got so much nice good sideboard cards to switch in against you, versus in best of 1s, they got to basically play the same shell versus everything. So yeah, basically, I just want to say that, you know, what's going on in Standard after 3 months of playing this game is a grind fest. It's literally a sweaty, BO-infested fat guy room of Magic the Gathering. Like, that's how it feels. Meaning, if you want to improve at Standard, pick your favorite color, pick the best cards in your favorite color, put them together, see how many holes you got left in the deck, play a couple of games, and start asking yourself what to put in those holes. And that's where I would go, man. That's really how I would do it. So if you had rares and you wanted to craft rares, I don't think you need to craft any of these decks. You really don't need any of these decks. But you will need some of the cards that are in all of these decks. Like, there's just cards that are too good. Like, if you're playing white, you just seen how well that Farewell is. If you're playing Esper, that Rafine is just too broken. The 1/4 with War, too broken. If you're playing blue-black, that little freaking flash, counter a guy, let him draw a card, kill a planeswalker, dude, he's just too good, man. The legendary guy. If you're playing any form of domain and you can get that flash enchantment out, it's crazy. Especially if it's in, like, the Esper where you're turning it into a 6/6 lifelink death touch guy. But yeah, guys, so that's what's going on the channel. Grinding in standard, getting that gold, giving you guys a glimpse into the life on the Arena app tonight, and then I'll see you guys Monday, where I'll probably have more information on when's the next time we're going to spend some gold on the account. And basically, I'll talk more about, I want to talk about what I plan to craft when I open up all these packs. Like, I know I can't really predict 100% what I'm going to craft. I know I can't pick 100% what I'm going to craft because I don't actually know what we're going to get inside all the packs. But basically, after we open up the packs, I should have a general idea. I need to figure out, are we going to A, craft a best deck, or B, craft a handful of playables to make a handful of good decks? That's really what I need to figure out. So if you play Magic and you're watching this channel, feel free to comment. As far as I know, the channel could still be just people from my previous games that are just showing up to be like, oh, this idiot still makes content, what's he doing? So, like, yeah, I don't know if we actually have Magic people showing up, but I figure we will, man. Like, from the sound of it, you know, making Mythic is something that a lot of people try to do that they actually struggle with, and I found it to be quite easy. We didn't need any cards, really, starter cards to get you in Mythic. But it was a concept. We basically had to aggro everybody out and play like 900 games the first time to make it, but now it's way easier because you just make a deck where they literally have to beat you. They have to beat the cards in your deck and beat you. Like, you're going to have to get through my Wardens, you're going to have to get through my good cards that the game gave me. You're not just going to have to get through me. And as I get more cards, I can do better with that, so that's why I'm kind of confused on if I should make a best deck. If I was going to make a best deck, what are your thoughts in the comments on what the best deck is? Because from what I'm seeing from the results of this, it looks like Esper. Esper is where it's at, to me. Anyway, tune in Monday. Peace.